What's up, spooky bitches?
This is Cocktails to Die For.
All right, you want to do our disclaimer before we start this?
Yeah. You got any disclaimers for your haunted hotel?
Oh,
Kids shouldn't listen to this. You should
Yeah.
know that by now. It's definitely labeled explicit on Spotify and everywhere else that you get your podcasts. But I don't have any trigger warnings. This one's yours. So do you have trigger warnings?
Not really. Not that I can think, but we'll just throw some in there just to be safe. Murder, killing, rape. But I don't think that's in here, so you should be fine. All right, so for this episode, our cocktail is going to be
The Liquid Ghost.
Liquid Ghost. So when you do this, we're going to start with 4 ounces. So you can either do 4 ounces of coconut rum or 4 ounces of vodka. We're going to do the actual measured amount of 4 ounces of coconut rum. That is 4, okay, people? No one yell.
Because she'd be messing him up
All right.
last time.
So then this is going to be a fun one. The next thing we're using is 3 ounces of crème de cacao. I don't know how to say it. How do you say it?
Crème de cacao.
Crème de cacao. Like, what's the one?
Cacao de pepe.
Crème de cacao. Okay, sorry. Let's get back to
4
3.
plus 3 is what?
7.
It would be 7 in your little in there. Just to make sure you know. You don't get too squirrely.
Okay, so then we're going to do 2 teaspoons of simple syrup.
Just eyeball that.
Some syrup, I can't, might be a little gritty on the teeth. We'll see.
No. Syrup is
1, 2. Look, it's looking like a ghost.
Yes,
Look at that. Okay, so this recipe actually calls for like heavy cream or half and half. I'm not a big dairy-based person when it comes to alcohol, but I'm saying that as I'm going to pour rum chata in it, which I think might be dairy-based. No? It's like creamy.
Coconut cream.
The cream. See?
No, but
Cream's chip.
no, it would say if there was
gluten-free.
And if there's no refrigeration, then it can't have dairy in it.
Oh, yeah. Might be curdled. Okay, so 3 ounces of rum chata, because that's going to make it like a ghost.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that does kind of look like a ghost. That's pretty freaking
All right, we're just going to do that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
She just be wilding out doing whatever.
Dude, this is why I'm the mixologist. And not.
Oh, there's a big toe.
I'm touching the ice. Deal with it.
Oh my God, she put her dirty hands on the ice.
Just put them in my nose. All right. Let's box my lid. There it is. Guys, it's the lotion in the basket. Guys, it's getting wild. It's the end of a Friday. We're tired. Yes, we're recording on Friday. Okay, ready? Listen.
God, shake it.
Oh, it's wet. Milky.
Nope.
Smells coconutty.
See? Aren't you having so much fun, Katie, too?
Oh, yeah, Katie, too, is over here again. Wow, it looks like I'm feeding you milk. It's like goat milk. There you go.
Please stop with your goat milk.
Sorry.
You and your goat milk.
All right, let's try the liquid ghost. There's nothing.
Okay, so I like it, but I'm very much into tropical coconutty thing. But you get that kick of the
Crème de cacao?
I don't know. I don't think it's rum, so it's got to be the crème de cacao.
Something. But it's not bad. It's
good, but I definitely like coconut. So.
Yeah. I think I like it with the rum chata. I don't know that I would like it with the heavy cream. What do you think, Katie?
Not bad.
Okay.
Better than the last one that you didn't like?
I made her a prison bitch, and I measured with my heart.
You fucked that one up.
But for our guest, it was actually delicious. Okay. So now we're going to go into haunted hotels. So this is going to be hotels based out of, I did do Delaware, just because I wanted to branch out to other areas. So one of the first ones we're going to discuss is called Addie by the Sea, or I think you can also call it Addie Sea. So this is actually a very cute Victorian-style bed and breakfast that's located in Bethany Beach. And I actually toured this to possibly have my wedding long, long ago. It was gorgeous. You can actually close they have like a little walkway to the beach that you can actually have semi-private for you for your wedding, which I fell in love with. Only kicker was you have to rent the whole place out, and that was $10,000 back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So I can't imagine what it is now. But if you're ever looking for a place to stay for a room night, I think it's probably fairly affordable, and you're literally right on the water. So look into it, and you can check out one of these rooms. So, the history of Addie by the Sea was it was built in 1901 and was a summer retreat for John Addie, hence the name Addie. In 1904, it was one of the first homes in the area to feature plumbing and indoor gas light. One website also reports John Addie and his family hosted a bunch of church groups in this home. So immediately, we know it's going to be haunted.
What's with the church groups?
You got the church groups at the beach home, haunted. So, in 1927, due to coastal storms, the Addie Sea Cottage was relocated westward, and the smaller cottage on the ground, Addie 3, was sold to the Perry family, who were friends with the Addie family. In 1998, the small cottage was donated to the Bethany Beach Nature Center. 1962, another storm hit Addie by the Sea called the Ash Wednesday storm.
What?
Yeah.
Did it happen on Ash Wednesday? Is that why?
It happened on a Wednesday. I'm not sure. I didn't dive further into that. I just like the name.
The Ash Wednesday.
But with the church group and now Ash Wednesday, just getting more haunted. Yeah. This storm claimed 7 lives and caused significant property damage. Renovations were started but not finished. 1974, Leroy Grabate purchased the large cottage from the Addie family and continued renovation. So, what?
You called it renovations several times, but I'm pretty sure it's renovations.
Sorry.
Do you vote?
It's just, oh.
I know.
So, Addie Sea is now one of the original homes in Bethany Beach to stand after having endured many storms and damages. It has been renovated several times with the intent to maintain the original Victorian style with modern touches to maintain comfort. It is now a 21 agent over tranquil retreat with a haunted history. So I think that's kind of cool.
That is really cool.
So no kids can go, unfortunately, but if you're looking for a little
Stuff
getaway.
for you know.
Yeah, but if you're looking for a little
why
getaway.
Can't the kids go?
I don't know. There's not a lot of places I've noticed at the beach that do this. There was one in Lewis where, again, I was looking for my wedding, that the hotel was only 21 and older. So I don't know if they have more of those.
I wonder if it's just so that they don't have to worry about, carding people or any of that kind of stuff.
Maybe.
Maybe just for liability reasons so that they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. And if you look on their website, their food looks bomb. That breakfast you get, I'm down for it.
Down for all the food.
Yes. So, out of the 13 rooms, it is reported that there are 3 which are haunted. This would be rooms 1, 6, and 11 that are known to have spiritual activity. I thought room 13, but no. Room 1 has the famous haunted bathroom. This one gets me.
No thanks. Because all I can think of is the movie 13 Ghosts. Where that bitch is in the bathtub and she's trying to get her with the knife, but she misses. For real, though.
So, the haunted bathroom has a tub that shakes violently, which has been reported by many guests. I feel like that's bad plumbing.
I was going to say, are we sure it's just not on uneven foundation-y type stuff?
But it's violent.
Maybe there's, one of the... Is there, a type of bed, the type
with
of bed that vibrates? I wonder if they have a tub
I feel like
that.
That's too much electrical stuff near the tub. No. Anyway, so that's one of the things. The other room is room 6, where organ music can be heard with no instruments present. Room 11 is reported, and this room is supposedly haunted by Paul Delaney, who worked at Addie by the Sea. There are also footsteps that can be heard on the roof at night, which are said to be Kurt Addie's footsteps, who fell from the roof to his death. So that's the only one I know there that actually has a story behind it. The other ones are just hauntings. Why they're hauntings, I don't know.
Why Paul be in room 11? Did it say?
No.
He just picked room 11?
It was really hard to find history on this place.
They just making shit up.
I don't know.
Which is fine. I mean, that's cool. Like, they make up their own reasons why the rooms be haunted.
Violent bathtub.
I love the violent bathtub. I thought you were going to say the bathtub, like, leaked blood or something cool like that
just
shit.
The whole time I'm, like, looking at this, I'm like, maybe it's plumbing. But this is the beautiful Abbey Sea.
It is very pretty.
It's very pretty. I really liked it. I really wanted to get married there for $10,000.
Yeah, we'll put the pictures on the Instagram and the Facebook pages and all for pictures.
If you want to go check it out, let us know how it is. Okay. Check out the violent bathroom.
I really want to know what this bathtub.
I just want to go for funsies now.
What's happening with the bathtub? Although I'm afraid that if I got in that bathtub and it shook violently,
I would die.
Fucking die.
I'd have a heart attack right there. They were mine! Dead.
This fucking shit for real.
Now I'm haunting Addie by the Sea because I died in their violent bathtub, which I was forewarned on the podcast that I talk about. It'd be a whole thing. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is the David Finney Inn. So this property is up north. I think like Newcastle County area. I don't know if it's Newark, Newcastle County. We were told on that.
Close enough.
Somewhere up there.
Close enough. That's not really our area of expertise.
This property dated back to 1623 with Rainier van der Kuylen.
That's a fancy name.
And they built an inn. In 1688, the building, garden, and orchard was passed to Anthony Green, then to Sylvester Garland in 1730. So this property went to a lot of people.
Oh.
Finally, 1757, David Finney purchased the building, and he actually joined, so it was two buildings, but he joined both of them to form one large house. The house was later purchased by the Booth family, who thought the property would be ideal for judges due to the location right across the street. I think it was from the Newcastle County Courthouse, but sorry if I'm wrong. This was around 1794. Eventually, it transformed to the Booth Boarding House and Tavern. Today, the building is now home to a restaurant named Sonora, and it looks delicious. It does. I looked at it and I was like, I don't want to fucking go here, but it's haunted. I don't need a ghost to follow me home. So the owner is a former University of Delaware student who was getting her degree at University of Delaware in like criminal justice type stuff. Then she decided to switch to culinary and finished in Philadelphia. So then she came back and now she has this restaurant, which I thought was really cool. They also host some Airbnb guests on some apartments they have on an upper level. And that's kind of just the property.
Right.
So now let's go into the haunting. One spirit that is reported to haunt the building is one that belongs to the Amstel House, which is near the David Finney Inn. Previous records report that the inn was linked to the Amstel House. So these were the two buildings they formed into one at one point to make a large home. But they had an underground tunnel. And the spirit is said to be one of the Finney family. So for whatever reason, the spirit comes up this underground tunnel into the Finney house and roams around and does its business. I don't know. Most of the paranormal activity is reported from the third floor. Guests report doors and windows opening by themselves, along with objects being moved around. Rude. Let me know if any of you have been there or heard anything. Again, there's no fucking history as to why this happened. I can't find it, but it's haunted.
Not like somebody miraculous or somebody was like murdered and their ghost is still here trying to fuck with others.
There's theories that maybe it's family members who didn't want to leave the home way back when there wasn't a lot of medicine, there was more tinctures and oils. So
a lot of people died at home. That was a thing back in the day in like 1700s and shit.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go to the tunnel and find out? Right.
Maybe I will not. I'll go to the restaurant, Sonora. I might be saying that wrong. I'm really sorry if I am. Let me know. Correct it. Vocabulary is not great for me. I'm going to ask the head chef, did you go to University of Delaware? Yay, nay. Cool. Do you know the history? Yes, no? Great, let me tell you. Can I see your tunnel? But then she might think I'm crazy. See what I'm saying?
Do it.
All right, we'll do it one day.
What do you think she's going to do? Just run in there and run? Go on the tunnel and see.
I think I'll
just out there. It's probably hidden behind a door of some sort. You can't just walk in and be like,
and then when it gets like
Always. It's always the book.
In a bookshelf.
Secret door. I need a secret door in my home. That would be cool.
Where'd it go to? The basement.
Library.
Full of thick spicy.
Thick and spicy.
And thrillers. I do like thrillers too. Okay. So now, to teeter off that, because we did the David Finney house, we're going to do the Amstel house.
Which, fair enough, it's attached.
Mm-hmm.
Get it.
So the Amstel house is not a hotel, but it's in correlation to the David Finney. It's now a museum. This house is known as the first grand mansion in Delaware. The first owner was Dr. John Finney and his family.
Okay.
This one home, now turned museum, displays collections spanning from over 300 years of local and national history and the theming of a family from the 17 and 1800s. Dr. John Finney's son, David Finney, is who bought the David Finney Inn and Tavern. He was a lawyer at the time. He also had an underground tunnel built between the two homes, connecting his father and his home. After David Finney's death in 1774, the home was inherited by his daughter, Anna Dorothea, who moved back to live in the home for a few years, rented it out after moving back, and moved back where she came from, which was Pennsylvania. Okay. So she didn't stay there too long. The home was then sold and became a wonderful home for many other families, including a family who raised 4 generations in that house. Wow. In 1929, when the house was for sale, the Amstel House Committee, which later became the Newcastle Historical Society, whose purpose was to save Newcastle Historic Gym, decided to purchase the home to save it. The house opened as a museum in 1931, and it still actually functions as a museum. I did a little deep dive and was like, shit, I might go there. Along with the history of this home, there's a long history of manifestations. One spirit that is often seen is Anna. So this is a little girl that died of some disease around the age of 5.
Aww.
It is believed that she is the daughter of Anna and John Finney, and her death is the reason they moved back to PA, lived in the home just for a short amount of time and quickly left to go to PA and gave it to someone else because of the loss of their daughter. Paranormal investigators actually played a flashlight game with this spirit, which is how they found her name was Anna. Another spirit that is seen is of a man and female, and is believed they once lived and enjoyed the home, which is why they continue to haunt/stay in the home in their afterlife. Hashtag fucking Beetlejuice. I think they stole it from that. For sure.
For real?
This
thing?
It's fucking Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
I wonder if I draw a door in chalk, and if I say it, that's the whole thing I gotta get into. Okay. They are now known to haunt the 3rd floor from staff reporting seeing them. I guess staff sees them on the 3rd floor. That's their favorite floor. Like Beetlejuice. Yeah. So other theories suggest the male spirit is a family member of the Finney clan. And it could be Dr. John Finney, keeping his daughter and granddaughter or his wife and daughter company while reliving his memories in the home. It could also be the husband of Anna Dorothea, John Finney, who wants to be near his wife and daughter, which I just said. John Finney or his nephew, John Finney, may have loved...
How many John Finneys are there in this family?
Many.
That's too much John Finney.
May have loved the 3rd floor, which was possibly served as their office. So that's why I think it goes back to him, because apparently we know it was their office. The spirit likes to go about his business, opening and closing windows and doors. He moves objects across the floor, through the air, making himself or herself known to the museum staff. Okay. The female spirit, like I said, is suspected to be Anna Dorothea due to losing her child, her 5-year-old. And just kind of there to be with her, play with her, make sure she's not alone. So, what do we think?
I don't know. I think that is fun, and I want to go there as long as they're a nice spirit. I don't want to go to Lizzie Borden house and have her try and trap me up with that.
I really, really tried to find really mean spirits, and I couldn't.
We got chill spirits here in Delaware, apparently.
Yeah. So there is one other spirit that I thought I'd discuss. I didn't do a lot of research on it. I'm just going to go off knowledge here. So this could get wild. In Delaware, there is a very well-known pediatric hospital, which used to be named AI DuPont. It has now shifted its name to Nemours. And if you worked there, then you went through orientation there. And if you went to orientation, you all watched the video. And in this video, it explains how DuPont, who also has a plant named after him, just a very big North Delaware family, decided...
Also, the family that poisoned a lot of the rivers around here because he didn't follow proper protocols, and, anyway.
So,
it's a whole nother story.
Yeah. He opened a hospital on the grounds of his home because he wanted it the #1 orthopedic facility for his family.
Okay.
Because the DuPonts were very wealthy.
Yep.
And with their wealth, they did not want that to go outside of the family or share it. So they believed in marrying their own to keep the family, the money within their family.
They nasty.
So they had a lot of children born with a lot of orthopedic problems from the inbreeding.
That's kind of crazy that it was orthopedic and not cardiology.
Yeah. So now they're the #1 orthopedic facility in the country for children. People fly all over.
Yeah.
To come
I mean,
here.
for sure, definitely, I know that.
And it is a great orthopedic. They do have a great orthopedic department. I think it's really funny that the orthopedic department has thrived as much as it has, given the history of it starting. And then they also had, because when the hospital opened, polio was a very big thing.
Yeah.
So we didn't have vaccine back then. So A.I. DuPont used to have a daycare in what is known as the old portion of the hospital, and where the kids would do their lunches or their family activities and stuff is where the old polio ward used to be.
That's fun.
So
Totally normal.
the hauntings of the hospital occur on the old side of the hospital, and of course in the basement on the old side.
Of course.
Mainly the basement, where they have very, very old wheelchairs and old medical devices that used to be used way back when that they have not discarded.
Let's not throw those out. Let's keep them.
They are often seen by staff moving on their own. You can hear children laughing. You can hear children
totally
running. The bathrooms are very scary.
Why are you down in those bathrooms in the basement?
Scary.
Scary.
So, just on the old side in general, it was scary. But, yeah, that's a little fun history of Nemours. Or A.I. DuPont, not Nemours. Nemours doing much better. But I feel like we could have a whole episode on that one.
That's crazy. Let's not get rid of these old equipment. Let's continue to watch them float around and wheel themselves into things. It's totally normal.
It's staff stories being and I saw a wooden wheelchair move down the hallway. I was like, what the fuck? Why is it wooden?
Because that's the shit they had back in the day.
It's wild. It's fucking wild. But not to mention there's also morgue and things in the hospital.
Yeah, I mean, well, every hospital has a morgue. That's just normal. People do die in hospitals. But, I just love that they don't get rid of this shit. Just wooden wheelchairs with spider webs and shit on them, just rolling down the hallway.
I think it's the old hematology oncology floor that's said to be fairly haunted. A
lot
of lights that go on.
You're dying of cancer.
So it's not.
You want to be fucking haunted.
They transformed it into the education department now, where they do thin flat. So
you be trying to do chest compressions on
the dummy, and the bitch is gonna talk to you. I'm alive.
All I can think about is The Office. Joey puts the dummy thing on his face, and he's yep, I can't.
Maybe we should add that on our Instagram. I love that. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Have you been to any of these places?
Well, I mean, I've been to Nemours. I've never been anywhere else.
I think Nemours is definitely haunted.
I mean, I've never seen the haunting myself. I was only in the ER and up on, I don't know, whatever floor it was with one of my kids, but I've never been to the haunted section.
I've been to the haunted section, and I've used the bathroom over there, and they got the old fucking hardware from way back when, and it scares me, and no one's ever been with me, and I'm like,
well, yeah, you're in the bathroom.
Well, no, it's a women's
it's a multiple
bathroom.
person.
Yes,
okay, I got
I'm
you.
not weird, but I'm always praying to God if someone else is in there, and I'm like, fuck it, I know the fucking water's gonna come on as I'm taking a piss, and I'm gonna die, and no one's in here, and the ghost is gonna, I don't know, possess me? I don't know, but I was so scared. I was like, I'm gonna steal little Victorian shoes for sure. This isn't gonna be good for me. Bloody Mary's gonna be at the mirror. I'd wash my hands so fast I wouldn't look up at the mirror. Washed and washed, I know. It was so scary.
I can't.
So, all right.
I mean, I like hauntings. They're fun.
Not it's
They're much lighter than what we talked about
They are
for our
yeah.
last
And
episode, so it's
we
all
got
good.
some history in there too, which is nice. It was just hard to find the history.
Yeah, I mean, old shit.
Yeah,
People just die. Shit just happens.
I guess. All right, guys, stay spooky
and stay weird. Stay safe.